Hey, lovies. Hope all is well. Okay, so I want to talk about your cooking. Okay. So, okay, I like to watch the cooking channels. I'm sure a lot of you do. And so there were some things that I noticed finally about these three particular channels that I started watching. But see, the first channel that I started watching, um, it is this woman, right? She, let's just say, she had some cushion. Okay, beautiful woman. She had some cushion. Okay, and she cooks these, let's just say, very, I don't know how to describe her meals. The food looks delicious for one, but they're like they're not the trending meals, but they're very tempting, very oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll make you want to try it. I just put it to you like that. Anyway, maybe I'll figure it out a little later. Okay. So, okay, the main thing about her channel is when she cooks her wonderful meals in her large pots and pans, very large. I noticed that too. No fancy pots and pans, no fancy utensils. But she did have that with that flat top with the griddle on the other side. She did have that. It was just normal. But it was her clap. She would cook those meals. Well, before she started cooking, and afterwards. Hey, somebody don't want me to get this message out. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some water. Okay. Pardon me. Okay, so back to what I was saying about this lady. Okay. Before she would start cooking and after she would finish cooking the meal, she would do this special clap. Okay. And this wasn't the clap, with her hands. This is not the clap where you stand on both of your legs and you jump up and down, or No, not that kind of clap. It's just the clap with the one leg, just a one leg action, and it's just clap. So her followers, they love it. Followers, non-followers, they love it. They actually get mad when she doesn't do the clap, So that tells you a lot about, people are really amazed at, this particular clap that she does before and after her meals. But see, that's the kind of person that you know how they say you can't eat everybody's food? That's the type of person food you eat. You know why? Because she's full of joy. She's full of joy before she cooks that meal, during, and afterwards. Even if she got to do a little dance to get her excited after she done had a long day. By her having that joy, that is nourishment to her family. No matter what is being put in the food before it gets to our, kitchens, our households. That's what you call divine nourishment, having joy. Okay? That's healing, comfort. You won't hear, let's just say, if your kids go to this person's house, because they're friends, your friends are friends with her kids or whatever, and they eat, you will never hear your kids coming home saying they're sick. It matters. Okay, so the second, now, okay, let me hold on. So I would watch her every now and then, get my little, not only a good idea in, to cook a meal, but a good laugh, okay? Laughter is good for the soul, right? Okay then. So it's funny because I'm just really thinking about this, because it's like, okay, Spirit was mad at me, because all of a sudden she just stopped popping up. So I haven't seen her videos in a while. Okay? So I guess, Spirit was taking that away from me, because they're like, okay, you're not getting the point. So we're gonna take that away. You enjoying that a little bit too much. We're trying to get a message out to you, and and out to whoever needs to hear this message, and you playing. But hey, I had my blonde head moment, okay? But I figured it out eventually. So, channel number 2. It's another lady, okay? Now, hold on. The first one was country now. Country. Yeah, I know y'all saying, hey, you country. Yes, country. I'm just being honest, okay? Sweet, this is sweet talking. Country, okay? Lady number 2. Ooh, country. No cap. Like I say, I can't talk. But I think this one in Louisiana. And the thing I recognize with her too is no fancy pots, you know, utensils, you know, large family. Now, the thing with her that I recognized was that she would wear these big t-shirts, okay? And mainly what I'm saying is, you know, she has a very large family and she's just trying to get by. I'm just put to you like that. And she goes to church a lot. Now you will see her get dressed up for that. The couple times that I have seen her, it doesn't really take long for me to observe a person to really figure out what's going on, and you know. So yeah, I've seen that about her, you know. She's just, you know, trying to take care of her family the best way she knows how. And her main thing, you know, like the first lady, is that nourishment, okay? That nourishment. Now, she didn't do no, you know, the little clap or nothing like that. She mainly talks to you about, you know, her life and her kids, and how a lot of times they, you know, they don't like what she's cooking, because she's the type of person who, let's just say, her meals are straight up old school, okay? You know, the food is going to stick to your stomach so that they can get that nourishment that they need, you know? So that's what I noticed about her. And then with the third channel, this lady, everything that I noticed about the first one and the second one is the same thing I noticed about the third one, okay? And they were all so sweet. They were all so sweet. But they did not have the finer things. Now, I can't remember, because I do remember the last two ladies, Spirit wanted me to pay attention to their followers, okay, for some reason. Now, the first one, like I say, I wasn't paying attention to that because, honey, like I said, between the food and the clap, who paying attention to the followers? Okay. So, but I did pay attention to the last two. And so number two, she had, like, I remember 33,000. But the last one, honey, it was either 597,000, something, or 897,000 or something. I can't remember, but that's a very big jump. 33,000 to, oh, okay. Yeah. That's a big jump. So, I guess you say, what is the message? Okay. First, okay, I had to write some things down now. Okay? That might be a message for somebody. If you have to write it down, go ahead and write it down. I see we have, a lot of people on social media, content creators that kind of throw shade at people if they have to write stuff down. Oh, this all natural. I ain't writing nothing down. I mean, come on, man. Don't do that. Come on now. You must have forgot about us autistic, ADH, I can't never say that. I don't like to say that word. There's a reason for that. I'm gonna figure that out. But anyway, special needs, okay? Dyslexia. Like, come on now. Let's not forget, we are all different, and a lot of us, majority of us, have special needs. Okay? You know why? And especially a lot of us have dyslexia and, autism and things like that. Because a lot of us come from places where we didn't have to talk. Okay, but let's get back into it, okay? So, I really feel like somebody, okay? Somebody is in their season of abundance, okay? And I'm going to say, not somebody, we are. We are in our season of abundance, okay? And because of our loyalty, a feast is being prepared for us. And once we receive this feast, okay, of the blessings, abundance, okay, divine provision, then we'll be able to share with others. And that's where your food, okay, your cooking comes in. That's the spiritual nourishment. Okay? That's transformation and creativity. Taking raw elements and turning them into substance. Substance, okay? So, when I think of raw food, okay, like I say, all of those ladies were very sweet, joyful. They didn't bring their attitudes or their whatever they got going on to while they cook this food, because like I say, that matters. It really does. Y'all excuse my dog. It's either a possum out there or one of them little Taco Bell dogs. Oh, I guess it's the possum. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is distraction though, but I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so when we talk about the raw elements, okay? Oh my goodness. Hold on, y'all. I am so sorry about that. So, confirmation, that was a possum, right? Because if it was one of those little Taco Bell dogs, normally if the dogs run them away, they come right back. So I waited to see if it was the Taco Bell dogs, because like I said, they're gonna come right back, and they didn't come back. So it was the possum. And man, instantly somebody trying to be sneaky. Somebody trying to throw some distractions in somebody's personal transformation. Somebody's trying to come in and throw distractions trying to disrupt this someone's personal transformation, trying to disrupt our personal transformation, okay? Because they know you have received the feast. And they know now it's time for you to, like I said, share this feast with others, this spiritual nourishment. You're getting ready to take the raw elements and turn them into substance. Okay? So either we are in need, we might be in need of personal transformation and creative growth, or we're already there. Okay? We're in the process. We also have nurture and care. Okay? So the large pots, I'm talking about very large pots. I'm talking about pots and pans to where they take up 2 eyes in all 3 of these women channels. Okay? So the large pots represent large scales. Okay? Going up. All from the nurturing and love that these women are putting into this food for their families, the community, and for self. For, so that they will have a deeper connection to the spirit guides, Most High, whoever you call upon, ancestors, whoever you call upon, okay? That all comes from good nourishment, your food. Then we have preparation and readiness, okay? See, like I said, these women, by they preparing this food with nurture and love, it's preparing them for that deeper connection, preparation and readiness, preparing them for that new stage, which I call the new earth. And then this gathers the inner strength and nourishment for what tomorrow brings. And they'll be ready. So we have to be present and treat our bodies as a temple, right? Putting good intentions rather than just convenience, okay? Rather than just, I ain't going here. Let me go in here and cook this food. I'm just going to do it because, I got to do it. Let me go and whip this up real quick. It's going to be quick, convenient. You got to put a little oomph in it. Oh, I lose control when you put a little oomph in it. When you put a little oomph. Okay. We got to put a little oomph in it. A little more, you know what I'm saying? Flick that wrist. Put a little seasoning on there. Don't be scared. Put a little bit. Put a little bit. Especially them spices and herbs, Come on now. So we need to figure out what feeds our souls, right? and the need to break away from superficial content. We need to focus on things that provide substance and wisdom. So, my first thoughts, okay, when I finally thought about all these women and their channel, these 3 women and their channels, the first thing that came to me was, there's going to be an expansion. Expansion in a lot of you all's family, okay? Families uniting, reuniting, okay? Cooking school, cooking for the community, cooking for schools, cooking for the homeless, or just having, your own business, with cooking, restaurants, okay? Healing, comfort, satisfying. This is what a lot of you are, or a lot of us are, some of you are focusing on. Or you might not even be focusing on that. You might not even know that this is coming. But you're finna find out. The community, there's a community out here, there's a school out here, definitely homeless people out here that need your healing and your comfort, your nourishment. There are families that need your nourishment, your healing, your comfort. When I think about the raw elements, I think about, like I say, you cooking for the community, schools, homeless people, okay, your family, okay. This is what the nourishment, this is why the nourishment is needed, okay. The nourishment is needed because, including yourself, okay, there's potential. There's potential in yourself and, your family, the community, homeless people, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you get it? But because of vulnerability, unrefined emotions, primary honesty, lack of perfection, okay, comes with lack of love. And that's where you come in. That's where we come in. We come in at with our food. So that there will be no spiritual weakness. I hope you all are getting it. And if you're not getting it, maybe it's not your time to understand this. But I know there are ones out here that will understand. And I want to thank you for being patient with me. Okay? I just want to say that. So, because of your loyalty, like I said in the beginning, because of your lovable, fun, keeping a positive attitude, making sure that you speak nothing but love as you prepare this nourishment so that they can have a deeper connection to self, community, the divine, spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, and whoever you call upon, okay? Yeah. And like I say, all these women had no fancy clothes, no fancy pots and pans. And I'm not hating on that, I promise you, because I love watching those videos. But just for some reason, these kind of videos are popping up, okay, because it's a message. And then another thing, like I said, they had no fancy kitchens, you know. I feel like you're gonna be recognized for your nourishment. You're getting ready to be recognized. People are going to want your food. They're going to want to watch you prepare your food. They're going to want to watch you talk about your food. They're going to want to watch you tell your examples of your past experiences in life with food, if you get what I'm saying, okay? It's just a figure of speech, okay? But we're talking about life. So, yeah. Get ready. Get ready. You're getting ready to share this wonderful feast. And people are going to love you. They already love you. Yep. Well, trying to see if there's anything else that I need to say. But I think that's pretty much it. Also, I don't know, you know, who's to say this message might be for these 3 young ladies. And I do not remember their channel names. Wow. But I know if this message is for them, it will get to them. And if it is for them, well, congratulations, ladies. Congratulations. The scale has went up. You're on a very large scale now. Your food has nourished not only your family, friends, co-workers, church members, yoga class members, you know, your workout friends. But it has also nourished the world. with y'all sweet, down south hospitality personalities. All right. So, if you haven't had that joy when you cook, then you might want to think about it. Just think about it. Try it out. Actually, try it out. Even if you had a bad day. Even if you're all alone. Even if you ain't got no money in your pocket. Even if you're just not happy with thyself. Try it. And see how you feel the next day. See how your family feels. All right, lovies. It's been 36 minutes and 45 seconds. I thank you for your time. Because I know you can be anywhere else. So, you being here with me lets me know you're rocking with me. Lets me know that you want to change. Or maybe you're just curious. You see, curiosity leads to change. So, either way it go, you're at the right place. All right, lovies. Till next time. Hold it down. Now let's cook.